What up, guys? Midwest Anime Chronicles. This is the TV section focusing on anime. We're going to get into Fire Force Season 3, Episode 13, the second part of Season 3, our final season of Fire Force. Getting right into it. It's absurd that Shinra has just been gone for 3 months. As far as time jumps go and crazy things happening, what the hell? He's blonde, he's got tattoos, he's got ear piercings, and he has no idea where he was for 3 months, wondering why he's strapped to a bed after going back in time and seeing that the world was not always based off of Amaterasu and Adala Links. That was actually a regular world with people just living and driving cars and stuff like our world. It was a really cool thing. I initially thought that it was going to be Inca, the one who was on his back when he went back in time. I thought it was going to be her who had taken over his body and terrorized, because I didn't know what the extent of her powers were. But I remember her going back with Shinra when he went back in time, and so I really thought that maybe she was the one controlling him. It did not hit me that it was going to be his doppelganger able to walk in and take over his body without him knowing. That was clever. That was a really cool realization. Also, that the pillars are popping up the more that we get new Adala links that are powerful enough to have a doppelganger that can be that strong. So I already saw in the trailer, I don't know if you guys pay attention to the ending credits at the beginning of the show, but I always watch the intro and the outro, especially at the beginning of a new season or a new part of the season, because I want to see the Easter eggs they're trying to throw, the random teasers they're trying to throw. And at the end of this episode, I don't know if you guys are paying attention, it's Benimaru up there fighting something. I think the guy that we actually end up seeing at the end of this episode, who ends up inside one of the pillars popping up, the sixth or seventh one popping up, haha. And it's like Benimaru getting ready to fight him, almost like taking off his jacket and shrugging his shoulder, ready to really fight. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, so they're gonna have to, in order to destroy the pillars, gonna probably have to destroy the doppelgangers that are that strong and restore the regular person, because like they said, they've had so much human combustion, and they believe it's because Adala is that much closer with the links and the fact that the doppelgangers are trying to take over their human bodies. It almost reminds me, if you guys ever watch horror movies, Us, Jordan Peele's movie Us, where the shadows, our shadows as humans, wanted to take our places, wanted to kill us and assume our lifestyle and what we were doing, and then find out at the end of the movie that everything that you thought you knew, you did not know. It was kind of fucked up and twisted, but still kind of the same premise of, we're kind of here to do it our way and take over the position you've been holding that belongs to technically both of us, if you're a doppelganger, I guess. More disappointed watching Shinra backhand Sister Lily, is that her name? Is that Lily? I think it's Lily. Watching him backhand her when he was blonde and didn't care, and the fact they said that he really was just not a part of the team, and definitely bummed me out because he's such a team man first. So proud of that team that he's on, to be their family, to be with them. So definitely let me down. I'm more worried what happens if the doppelganger comes back and he doesn't know how to stop it, because is he going to learn how to stop it, or is it going to be another thing where he's in control and all of a sudden she knows what's wrong and it's back to that guy? That's the only worry that I truly have for Shinra, but otherwise I think he'll be pretty badass. It was our card guy, I can't think of his name, the badass rogue guy fucking going to see an Adala Lincoln scene. I think it might have actually been, I'm wondering if it might have been his doppelganger that we ended up seeing that pops up and creates another pillar. I'm curious as hell now that I said that out loud. And Benimaru having that dream, the recurring dream, and wondering what that means. But also, excuse me, sorry guys. Another thing that I saw was in the ending, in the outro, was Arthur also fighting one of those big doppelganger shadow monsters, and wondering, well, not even wondering, assuming that with Arthur he's got to elevate. Like, there's got to be something about him that has to elevate, because everybody who watched the first part of season 3 like I did, you watched that moment he was facing that really strong guy, where he really did have cool moments, but he just didn't elevate like I felt like they were trying to tease he was going to, if you know what I mean. I felt like it was kind of a, yeah, he may not have like really done more than he could have in this fight, but don't worry. His next opportunity he gets to truly like put on the hero cape, I think he'll be fine. And it's also him talking to Shinra and saying you wanted to fight pretty much every day and wanted to choose violence. I think it's almost Arthur saying without saying, who do you think stopped you a lot? Who do you think made sure you didn't get too far out of hand? He's probably like, I did. So I had to learn a lot about how to whoop your ass without you knowing that I was doing it for the greater good. It's almost over. This is the second half of the last part of the show. And I'm really hoping they're going to do us right. I think they will, because I just love Fire Force and have loved it since it started. Both seasons were amazing. First part of season 3 was amazing. Kind of getting to the bottom of certain things and why they happen the way they do. My only concern is that they kind of minimize certain characters to make other characters more important in moments. And side note, Sister Lily, I think she's way more powerful than just that little flick of the wrist fire. I don't know what it was. What was it in the first part of season 3 where she like opened her eyes and looked at something and she like helped it like almost evade them, like avoid them or something. Like I think it was a bomb or something when Arthur was fighting the big old guy from the White Clad, and I think it was going right at Sister Lily and her sister. I think she just like moved her hands or something, and I remember thinking to myself, that's subtle, but that's really weird. What was that? I think that was kind of a hint that her power might not be rooted in fire. Maybe it's rooted in how to mitigate fire or how to cancel it out and make it harmless. Either way, I don't believe that her power is just going to be showing Shinra that she can flick a wrist and have a fire on her finger. I don't think that's necessarily a flex. So I don't think that's what it is, but we'll see. But yeah, can't wait for the fights with the White Clad and Station 8 and Station 5 and Benimaru Station 7. I know they're all going to work together, and I'm excited to see them all work together. I just don't know how good you can make these last 11 episodes, because I'm not going to have an abundant amount of time. So I'm really excited for them, but we'll see. I don't want them to rush through it. I am okay with them giving us kind of a gap between part 1 and part 2 of season 3, but I still feel like we waited so long for it to come back that when it's over, I need it to be worth it every moment and make me feel the same way My Hero did, Black Clover did, where I was so hopeful for the characters that I already had been endeared to and loved, but I was also like understanding that it couldn't go on forever, and I watched a masterpiece. That's what I want more than anything. And I think the Fire Force is close to being a masterpiece in my head, depending on how they land. They got to stick the landing, if you would, to make sure this anime is iconic for the right reasons, not just stupid ass fights or unnecessary moments of change up or frustration. Just get to the point of them fighting these fucking crazy ass doppelgangers, starting to whoop ass, pull out their OP powers. The hint that second and third generations have all gotten stronger is one of those. Okay, how much stronger? Arthur, exactly, looking at you. Maki, looking at you. Tamaki, looking at you. Sister Lily, you probably got a power you don't even fucking know about to look at you too. So, just really excited for Fire Force to come back in full force, if you would, and make it worthwhile to watch. I think they're gonna do really well for this last part of the show, and sincerely hope they leave it with a bang. And I don't read manga. I don't ever plan on reading manga, because I sincerely love everything about watching anime and watching it unfold in front of my face. Yeah, I might stumble upon a manga page or a clip online or something, but best believe I'm not clicking on just to click on it. I'm one of those who definitely wants to enjoy every part of an anime without knowing the ins and outs of the anime. It's cool to know about what might happen, but I want to find out through the show. I want to find out in anticipation for already loving a show that I want to give more opportunities to. So, yeah. So it goes. Excuse me. But yeah, so Fire Force, let's hope they ended the right way. Shinra's still one of my favorite all-time main characters. He's such a good guy, and he really cares about all of them. But if I'm talking favorite characters. It's definitely Benimaru, because he is a standalone amazing captain, but such a man that would take care of everybody if he could. So yeah. Alright guys, this has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I am your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brown, for signing off. Thank you so much for watching any of my videos, coming back and hearing me talk. I appreciate you so much. Like and subscribe. Please come back and hear me talk some more. You guys make everything about this so much more fun. The more views I get, the more seen I get. The activity moving around my profile and my videos makes me so happy. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for watching any of these videos, and I really appreciate you guys for coming back if you do. I'll talk to you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Have a good day. If you do tomorrow, please have a good day and smile. Peace and love always.